Hey guys, you seen Salem here, one man show. I apologize, I'm back again. Another car video. Okay, as you guys know, on my show, male masculinity, feminism, success, things like this. Today's topic is going to be hybrid cars, what hybrid really was all about, and the fact that this technology already existed in the 1950s. I just recently discovered today in this New Jersey museum that I went to. It's 1950s. I found a bus poster from a company called Public Service. Before New Jersey Transit, there was Public Service. The hybrid bus already existed. I don't know why there is a hybrid bus today, which is running what appears on half diesel and half electric, when they already had electric buses back then. So I discovered this, and I got a chance to read the book. So it appears that there was a hybrid bus that did exist in the 1950s, and it had some type of a power source that was running from cable lines that were running from above. So those cable lines, they were responsible for delivering power to the bus, and the bus would run and still make turns and do what it had to do, because it had two poles that had run up above the top of the bus, which allowed it to gain power, electricity that is. And if there was a problem, it could alternate back to gasoline. It was not actually a diesel engine. Having said, I went and read through the book quickly, skimmed a lot of the pages to gather this information. My opinion of why this is occurring today is because, if you recall, the United States in the 1950s was booming. We had steel, and most buses were made of steel, and cars and a lot of things. And stainless steel has a tendency not to rust. Even in Jersey Transit buses today, you can see they have very little rust on them, despite their age. This country was based on steel, and we had our own electricity. But fact of the matter is, there was a lot less people on the planet, and there was a lot less people in the United States at that time. I believe that fast forward to 2023, we're starting to make deals with China to possibly create the electricity and somehow funnel it over to us, which is maybe why we might have went away from fossil fuels, and also to break ties in the Middle East. At the same time, we might have been able to make a better agreement or better ties with China to also supply us the technology that we would have needed to create hybrid cars. Now, you also have to remember there was probably a lot less buses back then, and there's a whole lot more buses now. We didn't have the manpower, and the Chinese would be able to help us by creating these batteries in bulk and supplying power to us. But fact of the matter is, you still need gasoline anyway to create electricity. Like if you think about a generator, you're putting fuel in the generator, and the generator creates electricity for you to use. In the end, you're not really helping the environment per se. I think that was an excuse. But I think that because we needed to find a way to create power and to keep the wheels turning, that's what we did. Fact of the matter is, I'm going to wrap this up. I think this is all a scam from day one. I think that it was experimental. And if you look at some of these hybrid fires, how bad they could be, imagine having something that is half electric and half gasoline blow up. It would be catastrophic. However, it would be somewhat zero emissions if it could run during the day on electricity and then switch over to gas when needed. But that's still a big fast forward in technology. Also, I believe that we wouldn't be right for it right now, because the junkyards and the landfills would fill up with all these parts that are for the buses and for the cars, and all these dead batteries that we can't recharge any longer after use. And it's not like they're necessarily recyclable either. And they're also unstable lithium-ion technology, which can be catastrophic. But at the same time, likely because of its instability and its explosiveness, it could probably be recycled for weapons of war, or quote-unquote weapons of mass destruction. I'm also going to say this. The way that things are headed, likely by that time, we might even have a flying car, or a self-driving car, or a self-driving bus, which would help to dissolve pensions and help to get people around in maybe a more effective way by utilizing a machine. It would be more cost effective in the long run. Thank you very much to my viewers. That's all for me today. That's my opinion. Thank you, and God bless America.